in some cases, one of the most detrimental things to people, because failure makes you feel a certain way. You feel like you didn't accomplish it. You may not be able to accomplish it. And in this day and age, failure, most of the time, somebody probably got it on film, unfortunately. There was a day where you could fail secretly and nobody would know you failed. But in today's age, especially if you're in some variant of a sporting event or you're doing something at work, there are people around that saw it, or there's a camera that saw it. And so a lot of times it forces people to think, I'm not going to risk feeling that way again, because either people laughed at me, people ridiculed me, people did something in the lieu of the failure. But let me help remind you of failure, because without failure, without frustration and failure, there is no success, right? So let's think about, if I'm trying to go somewhere, I'm going to fail and I'm going to be frustrated at that failure. But that's the only way for you to get to success. You cannot be a leader and you don't mess up some leadership relationships. That's just kind of a part of you say something maybe you shouldn't have said in a way you shouldn't have said it. That would be a failure, and it forces that person to be frustrated, right? So just know, if you never fail, you never mess up, that also means I'm never growing. I'm never getting anything out of it. One of the things that I tell athletes is, if you're doing any variant of anything and you're going as hard as you can, guess what's going to happen? You're going to fail. You're going to fail, and 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 you're going to fail. And then you might get it right. Then you might fail, and fail, and fail, and you might get it right. The failures become less, and the getting right becomes more, but you will never get to the get it right, to the success, without the constant failure and the fear of failure. Every level, right? So let's say this is my level. Every level is going to have failure and fear and frustration sitting in it. Then I level up again. Failure, fear, frustration is in there again. Failure, fear, and frustration is in there again. That's the only way you actually move the needle. So if you're afraid of failure, you're in good company. There's a list of failures that you read about. You probably got their shoes on, their clothes on right now.